Can you
Yes,
see my screen?
yes,
Okay. Okay,
yes,
perfect.
I can see.
So, which is the right way to start your career into the automation? Okay, there are many rumors running around, in the industry. Okay, so which is the right
Yes,
one as per your knowledge? Okay, so please drop your
as per
question.
my knowledge, I choose option B.
Okay, okay, and rest of everyone, please drop your
Yes,
answers in the chat box. Okay, I'll just come back again. Okay,
okay.
well, I'm back. Let me. Actually, the webinar is supposed to start at 8:30, when most of the people join at 8:30. Option B, option C. Most of the people are option B. Is it copied? Someone answered, or you are really aware of this? Generally. Okay. Good. That's an answer. I mean, by the way, some answered like option C. Shakil. Shakil? Shakil?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening, Shakil. Your answer is something quite different to the others. I mean, can you explain why option C?
In my opinion, option C is the correct one because as I have experience in this Revit API, the basic skills should has to be the language such as the Python, the C++,
Hmm.
because the Revit API is the advanced one, and the C++
Hmm.
and Python, these are the languages
Hmm.
which we need to get learn and have something about it to get to know about it. So as according to me, option C is the right one. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Okay. Okay. Good. No worries. I just want to know your, because you are the only person who answered differently. That is the reason I asked you. Okay. Good. Anyways,
Yeah, it's
makes sense, but still, there is a small correction. Okay. Fine. I'll explain in the session. Is there any other guy who answered A? No one. No one. All are option B and option C. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's discuss something not a part of a webinar. Okay. I just want to understand. I mean, do you know any people who are in this BIM automation industry and earning better than you? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Because our webinar, anyways, I don't want you to sit idle. So let's have some basic fun, technical fun. Okay. So do you know any person who is working in automation set like as a Dynamo developer or a Revit API expert or BIM developer and earning better than you? Do you know any profiles in your contacts? Hmm? Have you seen anyone? No? No?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what about others? Guys,
Yeah.
a small request. I don't want you to sit mute in the webinar. Okay, because I need an active participation, even though
I
this is a webinar.
I know one of my friend.
Hmm.
Actually, he's not my friend. He's one of my senior. We used to work in the same company when I was in India, but right now I'm shifted to UAE country.
Mm-hmm.
So he know very well about the BIM automation, and I don't know the company name exactly, but he's very good in Revit API, BIM automations, and I really want to learn something from that guy. But due to some issues, he has been shifted to some other country, and I didn't get any enough time to learn the things. So I'm
Hmm.
trying to get the things learn from this BIM automation, and I hope I will learn from here.
Hmm. Okay, good. Any other? Any other? Any other people? No? Okay, if then why did you join this webinar today? There must be some what do you call it? Inspiration, no? Inspired by someone. or else someone told that like there is a good future in BIM automation. So any kind of, can I expect any kind of such an answers? How did you inspired by someone, or someone motivated you to learn this automation? Why you are here? Can I expect an answer from anyone?
Uh, hi, I'm Hitesh. Uh,
Hi,
hi, am I
Hitesh.
audible?
Yeah, clear, Hitesh. Tell me.
Yeah, uh, yeah. I'm working in a company like an MNC company where we're using the Dynamo script in our project, but we don't know how to develop that and how to create that like Dynamo script and from the scratch. That's why I'm like interested how it is created and
Then who
how we
is
can
right?
we are using those like scripts in our projects.
Then who created those? Who created those scripts?
Yeah, the Beam automation team is there. The team they created these scripts and we are only using it in our projects.
Hmm. Okay. Good. So you want to create your own, correct?
That's why like I'm curious about to know. Yeah, yes, yes.
Good. Good. No worries. Any other? Any other answers from
Yes,
Vinesh, Vaishak, Yunib,
yes.
Veen?
Uh,
Yeah.
even in my previous company, our client used to discuss regarding the BIM automation things, but we are not aware about it. Uh, and as I said you about my one of my friend, he was very good in BIM automation. Uh, that the until he was in our company, we are very good with the work. We are very fast in that, and we are step ahead in our progress of our project. But as
Hmm.
soon as he left, we faced too many difficulties, and at that time, I realized that I should have to learn the BIM automation thing, which is very advanced thing, and it was very new to me. So I have tried some of the videos and other things through online, through LinkedIn, some other posts, but it was a bit difficult to me to learn the thing because I need to learn from the beginning, from the scratch. So I'm very curious about it to learn it and to apply in my regular day-to-day work. So that's make me to join in this webinar.
Hmm. Good. Good. Sure. Let me give you, a short story. So why the people are interested in, automation. Anyways, this is not our main topic. Okay. Our main topic is going to start in next 10 minutes. Okay. So reason for switching into BIM automation. 4 years, 5 years ago, we have, you know, still that was a time it's a CAD generation. The people used to use AutoCAD, correct? 5, 6 years before. But now everyone are into this BIM now. Okay. And we can expect that in 1 or 2 years, that's going to be BIM automation completely. But we are now in BIM with AI integration. So all of this stuff, because we are here, the BIMera is here. We are helping the people, helping the companies with BIM with AI integration. We are developing a, our own platform, which is we are going to send up, POC of it, in maybe in a week or 10 days. Okay, so it will amaze everyone in this BIM industry. Okay, let us show you. I mean, what do you mean by AutoCAD in the sense? It's a traditional. If you have like 100, 200 drawings, so they used to take, let's say, 1 week. 1 week. Okay, if you have the same here, it's like 2 days. But after that, when it comes to the BIM automation, it's in minutes now. And that too, to develop a script, they are killing the time in minutes. We can't say either it's 2 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But BIM and AI integration, it's going to be no people required at all. No people required at all for this. Understand? So here, when it compared to the resources, we have a designers, like we have we have a CAD designers, like a 5 people to achieve the same. But here it's like 2 or 3 people. Let's consider 3 people. But when it comes to the automation, now as per Autodesk statement, 5 BIM modelers equal to 1 BIM developer. So it's gonna replace a lot of modelers, coordinators, and the managers too. The reason, um, for example, you have went for an interview, okay, and there are like 5, 6 people. I mean, like who wants to, who have come for to attend an interview. Okay, so you are having like 3 years of experience, and another guy is having 5 years of experience, and rest of other like 8, 13, 2, 1. They are different. So if you are expecting like a 6 lakh package, and the one who is having like 8 years of experience guy who is expecting the same 6 lakhs package, who will be selected? 3 years guy is expecting like a 6 lakh package. Even 8 years experienced guy is also expecting the same 6 lakhs package. So who will be selected here? Simple.
Definitely the guy with simple good experience.
Good experience. Why? The reason?
The reason is the guy with good experience will have faced some different type of scenarios in his work, and he has faced, and the work knowledge.
Experience. And the second one is a hands-on. Correct? Hands-on.
Yeah,
Hands-on. Generally, if you go for an interview, they'll give you a task. So you have done this task in 30 minutes. The same, even 8 years guy who done the 8 years guy have done in 30 minutes itself. So the 8 years guy is expecting like 13 lakhs package, and you are expecting like a 6 lakhs package. Now tell me, who will be selected? Come on. There is no
mm,
matter of
def-
experience, because the 3 years guy have done the same task in 30 minutes. Even the guy who is having 8 years of experience will done the same in the 30 minutes. So there is no difference in it. Correct? Correct, no? If this at the same time, like if the guy who's having 8 years of experience, done the same task in 10 minutes, obviously he will be selected. Simple. The conclusion of this entire story, it's like the way you perform something in an interview in time matters. Time matters. For suppose you have a 3 years of experience, and there is a guy who is having 8 years of experience. You have done the task in 10 minutes. The 8 years guy who's expecting, who done the same task in 30 minutes. Who will be selected? Who will be selected?
the
You have
guy
done the
with
same, even though with less
less.
experience. Correct. The reason, hands-on again. Forget about it. What kind of a tool that you used and how did you finish it? They don't want all this. They need the tasks to be done in a time, within the time, not even on time. Correct. Right now. So there is a scope of, cracking that kind of interviews with the help of only automation. With the help of an automation, you can achieve that. Understand? Okay. Let me show you one. This is add-ins.bimera.co, the add-ins we developed. Let me show you when you, 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 when you're playing with automation, okay, when you are into the modeling part, either we'll do point-based elements placement, like placing lighting fixtures, or diffusers, or like plumbing. What do you mean that? Detectors, whatever detectors. Okay, like on whether it's on like ceiling based. Here we have like ceiling and wall based. So whatever. So it's like a point based elements. So a person who does a point, let me mute everyone. A person who play with a point based elements placement. So this is the major task. Like when it comes to the modeling. Now there is another one. It's like a line based elements. Okay, we generally call this as a runs, like cable tray, duct. Okay, or else like conduits. When it comes to the architecture, it's like a walls. Structure, it's like columns or something. Line-based elements. And then either point B when it comes to the architecture, or facade. I mean, playing with an adaptive component and such. So apart from this, there are. I mean, what if? I mean, you sit in front of a machine morning at 9 o'clock and till 6 o'clock, you're still doing the same task, like either placing the elements, or else drawing the line based elements like this. Simple. So there is nothing new in it. What if we could automate these two set of process? Let me show you. CAD to Revit fixtures. CAD to Revit fixtures. Let me move this. So I have attached a CAD file here. Understand? See this very clearly. Okay, the base for this add-in, again, it has happened from the Dynamo only. Okay, so let me explain. I've selected a CAD file. I have a CAD file here. I'll link the CAD file. So I've selected the CAD file, and there is a layer which I've already known that it's a zero layer. And I'm selecting the lighting fixture, 60 watt 120 ceiling light. Just in a matter of seconds, not even 1 or 2 seconds, exactly set to the in the same positions. In the same positions, we can see the lighting fixtures placed to the ceilings. Now, consider all your elements, like either it is a diffuser, or I mean, if you just know the block name in the AutoCAD document, it can be placed. So if Arden can do all this, why do the companies need to hire the modelers? Correct? Correct, no? So let me show you one more. Class to views. So this is nothing but like, Navisworks. It is exactly a replica to the Navisworks. Okay. So I'll show this later. CAD layers into the Revit. This is not in the HD format. I don't know why this guy has uploaded. It is an HD. Okay. So here, this is the CAD file actually. So this is the CAD file. I'm selecting the CAD file and I'm picking it's a duct. So I'm just giving the width information like for 300 and the tolerance like I'll set 5 or 10. The reason why tolerance, because when it comes to the AutoCAD, the lines, they are not exactly straight. I mean, if the end here, it's like the distance is 300, the other end it is like 305. Or sometimes it may be 295. That is the reason we give the tolerance and selected the duct type and the offset at what level, 2300. Done. This is a very old one. We have customized after we added a lot of features to it. later on. Let me do the same thing for 350, 400, 450. It has cleared now. 400, 450. I'm gonna say create like now. I just turned off the AutoCAD. Now you can see the entire elements were placed. Do you understand? So this is one process. Class to views. Class to views. So this is exactly a replica to the Navisworks. So it will create a views. See how many clashes are there? How many like Navisworks. So it will create the views in the model. In the 3D views, we don't have any views. No, now it has created. So after that we have developed few like if you import Navisworks Clash report, it will create the views and exactly show you as like the Navisworks itself. So we have developed such kind of an applications, and the base is from the Dynamo. The base is from the Dynamo. Okay. Now it's already 8:33, so let me introduce myself. So I'm Kumar, and I'm an owner of this company, Bimera Private Limited, and I'm owner of another company. It's like AI Labs. So that's completely into the AI. So we develop AI solutions, within all the industries. Mainly, my focus is on BIM. Okay. So we have developed an application called monkeyTeam, which is exactly like a ChatGPT 4. I mean, we use the same model to train our people, and you guys are going to get an access to this during the training. Okay, let me mute everyone. Clear? So you're going to learn something with the help of an AI tool. What's new in it? Everything it's a new because you are.
Uh, Hi, Kumar. Sorry for the interruption.
Tell me.
Yeah, this is Divakar from Chennai. So before you are showing the 3 videos, I think it's automation about Revit. I have only one question. Everything is depends upon the layer only, right? So depends
Hmm.
upon the AutoCAD layer, it will be generating a lights and as well as the duct, correct?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So and that we have to specify any layer condition in Revit itself, or else in automatically in AutoCAD layer it will be sensing.
See, generally we have to maintain standards. I mean, if the tool wants to
Okay.
work perfect, we have to maintain some standards within the CAD. I mean, within the CAD itself. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So based on that, like if there is a 450 duct, so we have to specify like
Mm.
450 duct in it, or else I mean the duct is also fine. It will understand the width of it. Do you understand? It will detect the width between the line to line, and it will create a duct. Okay. Anyways, these discussions we'll discuss later. This kind of a thing, technical
Yeah.
things.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for.
I'll explain that now. Okay. So we are developing. Sorry, we have developed a tool. This is especially for our students. So you are going to carry a person who like a tutor 24/7 with you, and this no, I mean this tool will help you writing a basic script to advanced scripts. I'll show you the difference. You can tell me that Rajesh, I tried like ChatGPT 3.5, but I mean, I didn't get better results because that's a 3.5, and we are using with a 4, and we are expecting like ChatGPT 5 in coming days, and we'll implement that 5 as well. Okay, so whatever it is, okay, you are going to carry this, uh, the tool during the training. I mean, if you wanna buy it, you can buy later. Okay, fine. So I'm having total not able to view the screen shared. Is it? Let me stop the sharing and reshare it again. Reshare it again. Just a moment. Okay, fine. So anyways, let me present here. Oh, present a moment. Okay. So let me present. Okay, so the correct way to learn BIM automation. Uh, the first, can you see my screen now, David? Can you see my screen now? Is it clear? Is it clear? I hope. Still, no? I mean, everyone can see that. Please check your, the settings and everything. I can't help you. Okay. Or else, in WhatsApp, there is a guy called Aziz. Please reach him. Okay. Yeah, fine. That's great. So we have three options. Okay. For the next 30 minutes, I'm going to give you the complete, clarity of, the way how you have to step into this. Okay. So the option A, option B, and option C. Generally, we do prefer the option B because the Dynamo, the Python, and Revit API, and then C#. So what are all those? Like Dynamo is for the people who are completely new to it. I mean, if you don't have any coding experience, I've seen few guys like they hate the coding, like, they feel, the cockroaches are in his hand or like that, okay, on his body, or it's completely different. Okay, they hate the coding process like anything. So even though the Dynamo will help them like anything, because this is not a coding platform. It's a no coding platform. The Dynamo is a no coding platform. I'll come to that. Okay. So next, if you are confident in the no coding process, then you will be stepping into the Python, where you will writing the code over there. Why? We'll discuss that in coming slides. Okay. And then Revit API. So I hope you heard about Revit API here and there. Most of the people used to say like Revit API, Revit API, Revit API, but you don't know what is a Revit API. Every application developed in a language, every application, it's .NET. Okay, by using like a C# .NET language. Okay, so the Revit is developed in C# language. So I want to play with that particular code. So where can I play with that? So I need an interface. I need an interface. So that is what here. Application programming interface. There is an application for a programming interface. Do you understand? So that is what we simplified and we'll call it in a abbreviation called API. How we have a BIM platform, the developers have their own platform called API. I mean, the term which is a API. Okay. How building information model. For them, it's an API. Okay. So C# is a language and Python is another language. So we'll call it as a Revit API with a Python, Revit API with a C#, Revit API with Python, and Revit API with a C#. So what is the difference? We'll see in the coming slides. Okay. So this is the procedure. If anybody told you either you have to learn Python first, then Dynamo, then Revit API, no, don't listen. Don't listen to them because you don't need to know even the basics of the coding. If you are completely zero in the coding, you can come and learn this Dynamo very easily. And that too, the way I provide you the examples during the training using the AI, trust me, you'll thoroughly enjoy it and you can understand very easily. Even though you hate coding, you will fall in love with the coding. Trust me. The way I provide the examples, it's like that. And it is anyways, it is after your office hours. So you don't need to struggle a lot, attending the sessions one day and tomorrow and self-paced training. No, I do always suggest you to come and join the live training. I mean, if you're from different regions, then can't say anything. You can go through with the recorded sessions as well because you can understand the way I explain. Even you can go through with the recordings too. Okay, but personally, I would suggest you to join a live. Okay, so first Dynamo, then Python, then Revit API and C Sharp. Okay, so let's step into the next slide. So, I mean, I don't know how many of you people aware of this. Is there any guy who's having like more than 5 to 10 years of experience here? Anyone have 5 to 10 years of experience here? Guys who are having like 5 to 10.
Yeah, it's me.
Jatin, good, good. Jatin, what is your experience? Revit experience?
Currently, I have Revit is 2 years, but total is 8 years.
Revit 2? No, I don't ask. I don't want yours now. Anyone else who is having real? Let me check. I mean, you can comment in the chat box as well. Yes, 5 years. CP, yeah, good. So if you switch a company, what would be the hike you generally get at? Hariharan, Mohammed, Sabir, if you switch your company, what is your current CTC and how much you will get? I mean, what would be the hike the companies generally offer?
30 to 35.
25 to 30 with the 5 years of
Mm.
experience. In the range. Okay, good. You are expecting or the company is offering? Hmm?
Company offering the 30 minimum and maximum 35.
Uh-huh. I don't know which companies are offering such, but very close to. Okay, fine. So generally, because we are into the outsourcing as well. We outsource the people who are only in this, for in this BIM automation industry. We don't place any Revit candidates, nothing. Okay. As per my knowledge, until unless they have a very immediate requirement, you will get like 30% hike. It's very, 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 very rare. But generally, it will be like below 25. It will be below 25 generally. Okay. I mean, if you have 5 years of experience, but if you have 2 3 years of experience, your hike would be like 10%. But there is only hope you can expect like 50 above, like 50 to 75. Sometimes you can expect like 100% as well. That happens only in the IT industry. So what do you mean by IT? Switching your BIM platform to the BIM IT platform. It is automation because you're no more like a guy who deal with doing the same traditional, the modeling, the traditional coordination every day. You're going to change everything. And most of the people like following you, understand? So following your things and they're going to save more hours in their production. Okay. So you can expect like up to 75% hike. You can expect 75% hike, even though you have like 2 years of experience in Revit and you're doing, the tremendous job with, into this automation. Yeah, seriously, you can expect that up to 70% hike. We are the proof of it. Trust me. Okay. There will be no 10% or 20% hike when it comes to BIM automation. Okay. So I'm sorry, into the Revit, we have more than 50 to 75. I mean, above that. So how long it will take to become an automation expert? 10 years, I think so. Is it? How long it will take? If you start learning today, how long it will take for you to get an expert in BIM automation? 1 year, 2 years, 6 months? Okay, 2 years, 2 years. Okay, good. 2 months. Nice, Rahim. Good. 3 months.
Upon the learning skills and interest and keep on practicing.
Nice answer. Nice answer. Correct. Correct. Depends upon how one skills. Okay. So I think the attendees who are here, they are already having some experience watching YouTube videos and understand trying to clone the same. Does anyone have such experience here? Cloning the scripts by watching the YouTube videos? Anyone? Anyone are here? Actually, people won't say this, but yes, I can see that. Okay. See, genuine guy. Yeah, Arpan Chakraborty. See, Shakil, nice. See, we have to be genuine. I mean, when at the time of this kind of discussions, yes, we have to be genuine. Okay, it's nothing wrong. You tried it seriously. Okay, fine. So to become an automation expert, seriously, not required. 1 year, 6 months, 2 years. Seriously, not required. Just leave me first 6 hours. I'll take, the complete fear out of your mind. And then you start writing your first script from the fourth day itself. It has proven you can write your first script from the fourth day itself. The reason I need that 6 hours to teach one hard concept. Hard concept. Understand? Okay. So I do watch YouTube at more. That's because of there are many videos in YouTube, like, confusing the people because they're not in an order. A guy who, one from one channel, a guy posted, Navisworks coordination, in one way, and in another channel confused again and doing it in another way. So what we are doing, we are cloning even this script, even that script, and don't know which one have to be used at, at um, based on our requirement. Based on our requirement. One guy I've done with, without Navisworks, what do you call it? Clash report. A guy who done without a clash report, and another guy who done with a clash, done with a clash report. And then the third guy who done within the Revit itself. So that keeps on changing based on the job. You have to choose the perfect stuff. Okay. So I will explain you everything in a process, not like here and there. Not like here and there. Okay, sure, Amar. Sure. Okay, so first you have to start something with, from the basic, like from A, then B, and then C, and then D. But in the YouTube, you'll find a video, the Z video in the beginning. Okay, and B video next, and Y video in the third. So this is the way. There is no proper order, and obviously it leads to a confusion, and you guys irritate and you stop learning by yourself, and you feel that you're wasting your time. Better focus on something else. You are leaving a perfect tool because of there is no proper direction. Don't do such mistakes ever. Okay, so we are here. We are trying 1,000+ candidates so far. And initially I was very bad at teaching. Seriously, at that time it was 15 hours training. It was 15 hours training, but now it is 60 hours training. We keep on adding. We keep on adding more hours. The time we used to charge some X amount, it's 25,000. Even though for 15 hours training, we used to charge 25,000 for the Dynamo only. But now, 60 hours training, Dynamo geometry, design scripting, and ChatGPT. all this for the same 25,000. Most of the times my team has asked me like, why you're not increasing your fee? Even though, you could finish like 4 batches, if you take it exactly like in the 15 hours. No, I want the person, I want the student have to learn in depth with the in-depth knowledge, and he should, because we are into the outsourcing. So when we send a candidate to any company, they must sell it. For sure, they shouldn't put a blank page in front of an interviewer. Trust me, after this training, you're almost equal to a person who is having 2 years of R&D experience by his own. You are doing your R&D from past 1 year and 1.5 year, but still I know there are few guys who are completely dumb. I'm not saying that completely dumb, but yes, very close to. But if I give them a task, no, they don't know how to do it, how to start it as well. But it won't happen with our BIMmer at all. Generally there are few people like for the first learners. There are like second learners, second time learners. Like I'm a second time learner, seriously. I'm not happy with the first answer. So generally I do, ask the same students like, are you clear with this answer? So are you clear with an example? Should I go with another example or not? If the people keep on saying, yes, Rajesh, I didn't understand. Could you please explain it again? Third example, still not understand, Rajesh. Fourth one, fifth one, unless everyone understand the concept, I don't end the training on that day. Every day we have 2 hours every day we have 2 hours training. And first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes will be Q&A. Between that 1.5 hour, I'll kill your brain. First 15 minutes and last 15 minutes, of course, 20-30 people can't eat my brain. Okay, so mine is very small, no? After married. Okay, so it become like small now. Okay, so obviously that 30 minutes, it's yours, and you can harass me like anything. Understand with your questions. Okay, so I'll reply politely, and I'm a very, very, very patient guy. Okay, so I have so much patience. So trust me, to become an expert, I'll make you in 1 month. After 1 month, the way you practice, that really matters. Because in this 1 month, you can text me even the midnight 2 o'clock also for your queries. Because generally it's my sleeping time, so I don't have any object. Okay. So after the training, maybe I not respond to you in time. It's like the during, but still I'll respond to you. If you're still not happy, you can come and attend the second time the training again after 1 month or 2 months. If you still want to join again, come and learn. No problem. Unlimited times. Okay. So only 1 month. Only 1 month. More than it's really no. Within the first month itself, you can start writing your own things. Your own things. And after this 1 month, you can see the way you are like, you have seen any video on YouTube. You can scold the guy who did the video. Like, you are judging a person, you're judging a script. No, you can't do this. You can't do this. Why did you do this in this way? So why didn't you do it that way? So you can judge a person who did that video. So I will take you up to that extent. We don't have a chupa chupa training here. It's a full-fledged, complete expert level training. And I don't teach any scripts at all. Understand? I don't teach any scripts. I teach the concept. So this is not a script wise of a training. Please, if you are expecting such kind of a scripts, go and watch YouTube. But if you without, it's not like you're not into the 6th standard or 7th standard having, huh? I don't know. Okay, so don't disturb me, man. I forgot. Okay. So here, this is complete like a conceptual training. You mean, we do teach the concepts, the main key concepts, help you to create your own scripts without watching a YouTube video, without looking into any external scripts, nothing. Seriously, I'm not joking. Even you hate looking into YouTube and the other stuff because we are giving you the access. We are giving you the access to our ChatGPT 4, which helps you in you'll never look into any YouTube video. Trust me, because my students will never do that. If I see, I mean, if I notice that, like the people who are exactly copying YouTube videos, I'll kill them. Seriously, because I don't encourage it. I do teach. I mean, if there are any kind of questions, we have our own platform where they have a problems. So they'll come and post it over in that platform, and then I'll fix it out there. Okay. So this will help you a lot. I'll show you how it exactly works, and I'll compare in some time. Okay. So not even like just a month. Okay. So what is the next one? It is seriously easy. Why? Because with access to an extensive library of nearly 2 lakh scripts, guys, you are not, why I'm telling this is easy. Generally, if you join a Python training or a C# training or somewhere, what happens, they will start teaching you how to write the first line, how to connect, how to write the second line, how to write the third line. So how till 100 lines or 200 lines of program. So if you are good in writing each and everything, then only you can start writing your first script, like, the first project script after a month or after 2 months. But here, that won't happen. The reason, we already have our scripts which are ready to use. They are, 2 lakh scripts are ready to use. You don't believe, huh? Let me show you. There is a link, dynamopackages.com. Let me show you that. Dynamopackages.com. This is not my website, okay? This is the official Dynamo one, okay? So there were 2,120 packages. So packages in the sense, let's say folder. So there are 2,120 folders. In these 2,120, at least you can consider 100 scripts at least. So 2,000 into 100, 2 lakhs. So there are 2 lakh scripts are ready to use. If you know how to use it, how to understand, because you are not the owner of any script here. You should know how to read it, how to understand it, and how to connect what is that actually expecting. Then you're done. There is a script and there is a second script. How do you connect the first script with the second script? So how do you come to know which is exactly first and second are correlated to each other? Simple. Okay. So let me present it again. So you are going to access like 2 lakh scripts and you are not the owner of it, but still you can, I will teach you how to play with all the scripts, and it's very, very easy, damn easy. Seriously. There are some techniques. You can't find these kind of a techniques anywhere in the YouTube. Correct, Chakraborty. Most of the packages are trash. So you can consider like, out of this 2 lakh scripts, you can remove the duplicates and, you have to find the actual packages which are, used. Let me show you that. That's a nice statement. In this, when I just click on browse, I think search. So here we can see the download rate. We can see the download count. Correct. So I see there are total 6,33,084 downloads were happened. So you can trust all this from here till you reach like 5,000 or 10,000. You can trust these packages. So I don't want you to consider everything, but you have to consider even few from this, because it's purely marketing technique, Chakraborty. We have, a lot of stuff even in this kind of packages as well. Even this kind of a packages as well. Nobody knows it, but yes, we have a lot of content in it. How do you filter that? I'm going to show you in the training. Okay, so most of the people follow only Okay, this is a very high. I mean, this package have a more downloads. Maybe we have a worthy content, but most of them, even in those, are having bugs. I don't suggest a few of the packages out of it. Okay, so good. Thanks for making me explain that. Present, huh? I always forget this. So you can become an expert in just like a month, and you can write your first script without looking into any videos or any history, because we provide you the access to the ChatGPT 4, and it will help you in every step. Okay, let's see. Okay, now, so we have three processes actually: the Dynamo, the Python, and the Revit API. Dynamo, next Python, and the Revit API. What are all those? If you are new to the programming or you hate coding, already you had a bad experience with the coding, then the Dynamo is for you, because it's not a coding platform. It's a no coding platform. Okay. So once you're confident on the Dynamo, but still you're not able to find the nodes, but still you can't able to finish a script because of you're not able to find the node. There is no other option. You have to sit and write your own code. But if you don't know how to write a code, then there are two ways again: Revit API with the C sharp, Revit API with the Python. So which one you generally follow? The easiest one, because our journey always should start and go in a flow from easy to toughest way. Okay. So if you're learning the advanced concepts in an easiest way, that is a better way of learning. Understand? So the Python is easier compared to it. So we'll come and learn here. And if you can't find any notes, yes, you can sit and write your own, and it needs a lot of logic, and you have to bring on someone's brain. So here someone is like ChatGPT again. ChatGPT again. This Buddha brain is a ChatGPT. Okay. So finally, I mean, if you have a more tasks and you'll be more busy, but trust me, Python is really like a very cool learning, language. Understand? Compared to any other languages, Python is very easy. Now, Revit API with C sharp. So this is not easy as like Python, but trust me. But if you reach up to this extent, you can't. No one can beat your salvos. No one can beat your salvos. Let me explain now. In 2017, I was there in Gurgaon. The guy who sits with me, like they're plumbing modeler. There's a PhD modeler and a mechanical modeler. They're still in the same positions in the Atkins and even in the ACOM. They're still the same with a hike of they're getting, I think now, that time it was 8, 9 lakh. Now they're getting 10, 11 lakh. That's it. I've changed this complete, like long back itself in 2012. In 19, I was a BIM automation expert trainer. In 2018 itself. In 2018, I was yeah, in 2018, I joined the Ecom and as a automation expert. And then I've shifted to Qatar and then to Singapore and then finally to Dubai. So this is the journey in the automation side. Understand? Now I started my own company and I'm running good. And on one single item, I can earn your like 6 months to 9 months salary. Seriously, that is what, but it is not that easy. Seriously, if you in your leisure time, if you sit and write your own, develop an add-in, you can earn a lot. Understand? Okay, so forget about this for now. You have to focus first on Dynamo and Python. So why I'm not telling you to do this, because we have trained around 1,000+ candidates on Dynamo and Python both. But if you ask me what is the count of the students, not even 50, not even 50 people. The people we have trained on the Revit API with C sharp, they are working for me as a freelancers. They're working as a freelancers. Understand? But I can't say that why did you find? Because the people who are stuck here itself, well, until unless they have a good amount of experience in this Python and the stuff, yeah, then only it can be. Okay. So we'll discuss about this later. And the biggest problem, I'm going to show you next few slides in very fast mode. Okay, so try to be with me because we have to cover a lot. Okay, so most of the people know where to start and how to start exactly. This is the biggest confusion. Like, they know this task they don't know the people which task can be automated. They know this can be automated. Someone told that, Array, Arpan, you can automate it. But Arpan doesn't know how to start and where to start exactly. This is the problem. So for every, like, for every journey, if you'd like to reach the destination, you have to start it from somewhere. So that starting point is very important for a developer. The starting point leads the entire journey. Understand? Okay. So we will help you explaining such. And what to automate. Now you started your journey, but you don't know what to automate it exactly. Will help you figuring it out which tasks to automate is tough. It's not always clear which parts of their work would be easier if done automatically. Seriously, most of the people doesn't know uh, what to automate, what can be automated. I'll tell you a simple statement. If you can do a task manually, you can automate it. If you can't do a task manually, 50% there are chances you can automate it, 50% chances you can't automate it. It's purely depends upon the logic. I don't say if a man can't do that, can't be done even with an automation also. I can't. That's a false statement. So if there is no such a manual task, automation can do that. But that too, it's a 50-50% cases. Depends upon the logic. Okay, clear. So finding the nodes. This is the toughest part in this entire learning journey. Or when you're trying to uh, play with something, you're trying to create a Dynamo script. But seriously, you can't find the exact nodes. You can't find the exact nodes because you don't know how to find. There are 5 different strategies to find a node. I don't know how many people you are having like the previous experience and in playing with the Dynamo, but there are 5 different strategies to find a node. If you know all those 5 strategies, you can find a node very easily. Otherwise, you have to find like this a guy, like finding a needle in a haystack. Understand? It's not that simple to find the nodes. Finally, you're good in finding nodes and you found the node, but you don't understand how to fix it. Like it's complete like a someone told you, "Arey, in this scenario, this node will help you. Try to use the same nodes." No, it won't work because there are our Dynamo is like set of toolbox. Every single tool you have there, every single tool you have there, but you don't know. You should know that which tool have to be picked in the for that specific job. Understand? The same tool won't help you in all the cases. So there are different strategies. There are different strategies. So for particular strategy, you have to use a different tool. For another one, you have to use another tool. Do you understand? So there are different jobs, different tasks, different tools. The same concept, the same strategy won't work in all the scenarios. For example, you want to do the modeling. So you have to use the modeling nodes, not the coordination nodes or not the documentation nodes. You want to extract something to an Excel, to present something to your manager. So you can't use a modeling nodes. Understand? Okay, there are different. So finding the nodes and understanding the nodes are not that easy. Now, you understood some nodes, but you don't know how to connect the nodes, connecting the nodes. This is really, what is, I mean, you understood what it is expecting, but you don't know how to connect it. If you are aware of what the node is expecting, trust me, no one can stop you writing the, writing the scripts. This is the wrong one actually. How come this fits? This is the wrong one. Here you have the curve and it should, you can't fix here. This won't fix here. So this is supposed to be tilt. No, even though it won't work. So this is the wrong piece. So we are playing always with the wrong pieces. How do you connect the right piece? How do you connect the right piece? I'll teach you. I'll teach you. There are 9 ground rules to connect a node to another node. To finding the nodes. To find a node, there are 5 strategies. To connect the nodes, you have 9 strategies. So I'll teach you everything. Go and Google it. What are the 5 strategies to find a node? Go and Google it or YouTube it. Okay, what are the 9 strategies to connect a node to another node? You can't find even one. Because my experience, my coding experience, like I have learned different languages like whatnot. C++, Python, C#, Ruby, AI, like machine learning, LLM, and neural networks. I have combined all this stuff. I just mixed in a mixer, and now we have, I have created this course. You can't find any kind of an examples anywhere. Do you understand? Okay, but trust me, you'll thoroughly enjoy it. I don't confuse you with my, the complete mixed knowledge. No, it will be very easy. The way I teach you, it's complete like a spoon feeding. There is no other statement can give by a tutor. Go and ask. I mean, if you talk to any tutor, go and ask, can you teach something as a spoon feeding? No. Spoon feeding is not possible with all the tutors. Seriously, a person who can teach, okay, a person wait, just a second. Just a second. I think now it's connected to mic again. Okay. So that is a very can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Everyone, can you hear me? Everyone, can you
Yes,
hear
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, now it's okay.
clear? No? Okay, fine. Did you lost me somewhere? Did you lost
No,
me?
no, no,
No, right? Okay.
No, no.
Okay.
no.
Okay, good. So the connecting nodes is not, it's not that easiest part. You have to understand. Um, so can we get this recording? No, sorry. We can't share this recording, Margaret. Okay. So we have to stay till the end. And I'm gonna finish it. No problem. Just but I'm sure I'm not gonna share this. Okay. So finally you understood some sort of a strategies like connecting the nodes. But the nodes are not working properly. How do you come to know that? Then the node isn't working. So there are again different strategies. Okay, there are 5 different strategies as I explained you in this. Finding the nodes. Now you found a node, but it isn't working. Then you have to apply the same 5 strategies to find an alternative node. So what do you mean by alternative node? The same set of nodes which gives you output, the same output, similar functionalities. Okay, so you have to find alternative nodes with the same similar functionality, or you can, if you know how to troubleshoot it, you can troubleshoot that. Okay, and you should, you should be good in to achieve that. You need a personal, some good hands-on experience on the Dynamo's environment. Okay, but trust me, it's not tough. It's very simple. And that 5 strategies generally I used to explain the concept in 15 to 30 minutes. But now I'm killing 2 hours of it. 2 hours for it. Why? I can finish the same concept in 15 to 30 minutes and I can jump into the next. But it's clear, it's very clear. I want you to learn everything like a kid. Forget you are, 60 years elder or you're 20 years younger. Not at all. You are my student, that's it. And if you ask me a question, I should treat you like a kid and explain the concept where you are. Okay, clear? So in that case, what we do, I mean, if the node isn't working, if this node is not working, I'll simply replace it. I'll find an alternative node. Let me use another pen, better orange. Yeah. Okay. So if the node isn't working, I'll simply replace with another node. By apply that 5 different strategies, I'll replace the node. It means like if there is a function isn't working, so this is entire a block now. So in this entire a block, I don't want this function. I found a problem. It's like troubleshooting. I found a problem here. So I can remove this and I'll fix it again with a working one. Simple. What's wrong? But you should know how to troubleshoot such. Or else you should know how to replace the node with another node. Understand? Now, the toughest part is like reading output. Reading output. You have connected everything, but we can't expect the same. We can't expect every time we'll get the same output as what we expected. Sometimes it's saying a different. Sometimes it's Kolari idiot. What do you mean? I mean, I'm expecting this. So why did you connect this? So this kind of warnings. And of course, trust me, if you love warnings, Kalash, you are the best guy. You're going to be expert in a very less time if you love the warnings. Because we have very few warnings. Most of the people, I mean, if you have seen like 3 or 4 different warnings all the time. So you feel, oh, there are many it's giving me different kind of warnings. So you can't learn it. No, there are very few warnings and errors. Very, very few. So it's keep on repeating. It's keep on repeating the same warning and again and again. So you're doing the same mistake. It means you are doing the same mistake again and again and again. Stop doing it. Learn that concept. Don't do that mistake again. You will never get such warnings at all. My students will never get a warning. I mean, if the concept was not covered, they will definitely get it. Once the concept is covered, they'll never get any kind of a warnings. A student will never come to me, Rajesh, I got this warning. I'll never say that this concept is already covered. If the concept is not covered, then only he'll come and ask me, Rajesh, I'm not able to do it. So that is the way the training is. Understand? Okay. Even sitting for 2 hours, it's tough. But if you spend some personal time, seriously, upskill yourself, because our entire future BIM is in the automation only. So why do you have to take a risk? Just come and learn and secure your seats. Understand, like, the positions I'm talking about. Okay. So now connecting output data. So you have connected, you got the data. Sometimes you can understand, sometimes you cannot. So picking the right leave and connecting to, it's sort of like picking the right nodes. And when you're connecting one node to another, these 2 nodes should talk to each other. For example, you are expecting your mama have to come to your home and bring some gifts or like toys, or I mean your kids, for example. You're not kids, no, I'm sorry. So your kids are expecting some of their mama to come, or their their grandpa to come and bring some. No, that's fine, but they should talk to each other. Arey, I mean, your mama brought a bottle, and for your dad, not not for, and for you, not for your kid. So no. So like the 2 nodes, the 2 set of codes should talk to each other. So how do you come to know whether whether a block is talking to another block? That's a secret. That's the magic of this learning. Understand? I'll show you that. So finally, okay, and I'm stopping explanations here, and let's see how Dynamo is easy while you write a code. Okay, fine, let me show you. So checking the results, finally, it's really daunting. Most of the cases, when I was very new, at learning, when I was learning, uh, I never get right answers. I never, like when I was in the beginning. No, seriously. I used to get like very small, but not the complicated stuff. No. Then I've spent thousands of hours on it. At the time, I was not to teach someone nothing. Okay. On my personal interest, like I went to a seminar and found like the automation is going to be the rule in the 2016 itself, in the 2016. Okay. I went there and okay. I felt everything is on track and, that time no one knows. If I talked to many managers, everybody said no, I don't know Dynamo, and I was expecting some resources from the experts and no one on the field, but still I didn't quit. I keep on learning, keep on learning, keep on learning, keep on learning. Wasted thousands of hours, wasted thousands of hours because I don't have a girlfriend, right? And so I used to have that, but now it's very tough. Okay, so okay, so getting the right results, it's a bit tough. If you are poor in any kind of a concept, if you're poor in all this, any one of this, you can't reach the exact results. Understand? So there are different, like say, these are the tasks for like architecture, structure, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. Reasons behind people stop upskilling themselves. See, the first, have you seen the rating over there? The reasons behind the people stop upskilling themselves because of they confused on choosing the right tutor. They confused on choosing the right tutor. There are 134 out of, there is a group, and this is a WhatsApp poll actually. So, people of 1024, out of most of the people said like confused on choosing the right tutor. Understand? But out of the 134, most of them are students now. Okay. So, good. Yeah, that's true because my learning journey was, I'm having very bad experience. First, someone told me you have to learn C sharp. I joined C sharp training and couldn't understand English because I'm from engineering background. So I couldn't understand. Then someone told me, "Arey, why did you join C sharp? You should learn Python." So after learning Python, I paid for C sharp and joined for Python. They didn't give me any reimbursement, nothing. I paid like 45 or something that time, like for the C sharp, and the Python course was 20,000. And they didn't return me even the 25,000 as well. Anyways, I don't want to go with, so I just joined there, and they offered me different stuff. At the same time, I learned different languages because they don't want to return the money. So I've joined the other set of courses, which helps me in my career. Okay, so there are no proper tutor, and I've joined somewhere for the Python, and it's an online training. And finally, from the Denmark, no, from the Finland, there was a tutor who taught me all this. Like you first have to start with the Dynamo and then Python and then C Sharp. Now, then I decided, okay, then I started playing in an order. I've spent a lot on my learning journey, wasted, not spent. It's a waste. Okay, that's fine. So understanding. No. Let me explain all this. So there are node strategies. There are node strategies. So to play with the nodes, there are different strategies. There are input set of nodes. Whenever you see like some 10 or 15 nodes on your Dynamo workspace, you should identify whether it is an input node or a function node or an output node. So what do you mean by function node? Action. Okay. So if any nodes which help you to play with, connecting some sort of an inputs, they're called input nodes. And function. So if you have some data and if you want to play with it, function nodes, action nodes, output, which returns the outputs, create nodes. You don't have anything in your model. You have to create from the scratch, create nodes. You already have some elements with you and you want to move it or delete it or change the type or whatever. These are called action nodes. If you don't have anything in your model, if you're creating, so that nodes will called as for example, create parameter. I want to create a parameter. It's a create node. Delete parameter. It's called action node because it is using the existing data and doing a process called deletion. Understand? So that is an action node. Query nodes. So these nodes will help you to only extract. It won't create anything. It won't move, delete, don't do any set of actions. These are 100% safe nodes. We'll call it as query nodes. Read only, there are read only parameters. I mean, you should know what are the read only parameters. There are hidden. Oh no, we are stepping into the training part. Okay, just ignore it. So let me show you, what do you mean by learning Dynamo with a ChatGPT? So I don't want to use the ChatGPT here because, I think most of people having ChatGPT accounts, but it's a 3.5. So I have asked a question here. Act as a Revit Dynamo expert. Generate the below exercise in a professional tone with technical details. So this is called as a prompting. So why did you write entire this from here to here? It's called prompting, guys. It's called prompting. If you ask your mom to prepare a pizza, she'll make just a blank pizza without any, toppings on it. Without any toppings on it, just she'll pour like just a simple cheese and she'll bake it and give it to you. But if you ask your mom to do that, mom, I mean, I need that with, I need this, I want that, I want this. So it will, I mean, that will be the perfect pizza as we expected. As expected. Do you understand? So even if you want to get the right answer from the chat GPT, okay. Meanwhile, can you guys text how many of you having chat GPT accounts? Just say yes or no. If you have a chat GPT account, just say a comment in the, the chat box. Okay. Oh, good, good, good. Most of the people, Vimuna, no, Sachin, good. So sad. Vimuna, nothing wrong. Sam, no. Hmm. You have 4 accounts. Nice. Who is that? You have 4 accounts. Oh, you have ChatGPT 4. Ah, okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, so this is called prompting. Okay, there is a different course for the prompt generate, for prompt. There is a call, there is a no, there is a process called prompt engineering. There is a concept called prompt engineering. So the way you ask, I mean, you will learn how to ask something. Very simple. But if you have a kids, they're the best prompt engineers. Because they know like how to ask exactly. Okay, with silly things and everything. Yeah, sure. Okay. So the best engineers, the prompt engineers are our kids. Understand? Okay. So just a minute. My mic got distributed. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Voice call. Can you hear me now? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I don't know what happened today, seriously. Okay. Anyways, so the prompt engineering is there is a big demand now, compared to for example, there is a 2 years experienced developer and there is a uh, 2 months experienced prompt engineer. There is a 2 months experienced prompt engineer who can get the same salary of a 2 years experienced developer. Do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why? Because a prompt engineer knows like how to ask a question to the LLM models. At the same time, the another person who's having like 2 years of experience, he knows how to write the code, but he don't know how to ask something. Do you understand? But if this 2 years guy who knows the prompt engineering, he'll be the better person. He'll be the best person, and he'll get whatever package he wants. Do you understand? Okay. So that's the power of a prompt engineer. You learn everyone the prompt engineering and to get the perfect answers from trained models. You should learn the prompt engineering. Whether you are a 1 month BIM modeler or a 1 year BIM modeler or 10 years experienced BIM coordinators, everybody should learn the prompt engineering. Forget about it. And it is not a coding again. Understand? Okay. We have a lot of resources and we are using some sort of a prompt engineering, and I do share you some prompts like this in a training. So the first way you have to ask like this: act as a Revit Dynamo developer. So what do you mean by act as a developer? So there are different models, guys. Like model in the sense, like we not a Revit BIM models. It is called LLM models. Okay. So Langchain models we generally call it as a. So every model have a name. For example, if you're a sales guy, you have a different model. If you're a doctor, you have another model. I mean, model in the sense like, let's say hard disk, let's consider as a hard disk. Okay. In that hard disk, the complete information about the doctors. If the doctor is a pediatric doctor, then there is another hard disk for the pediatric doctor. There is another hard disk for the dentist. There is another something for a lawyers. There's something for the tutors. So there is a there are different models. Now I'm asking exactly, can you please play this? This is a hard disk name. This is a hard disk name. So when I'm saying act as a Revit Dynamo developer, it will directly look into that particular hard disk and then it started explaining you. Otherwise, you will not get the right answer. So this is the first key to enter into that model. Understand? So act as a Revit Dynamo developer. Explain the below exercise, copy paste your task here. I mean, whatever you have a question, so you have to write it here. Now, I'm just giving an additional instructions. List me out all the nodes used to create this Dynamo graph. Explain the input nodes, explain the output nodes, and the functions and the logic. Why did you use it and how it works and everything. So when I ask something like this, what happens? It will give you the exact answer, then simply asking a question. So we're just simply stopping here. We ask a question and stop it here. We don't do this. We don't do this. We're not asking what to do next. We're just simply asking question, and it can't understand. It's getting confused which model I have to pick. It's confusing. There are many hard disks. There are many models. So it's confusing which one have to be picked. And it is picking from the first one, which is exactly matching, and it's giving you. Actually, it has to pick from the second one or the 20th one, but it is picking from the first one. So to pick the right one, you have to address. So act as a Revit Dynamo developer. I should have prepared a slide for this for your visualization. Okay. Anyways, so I just asked the same thing. Can you generate a basic dynamo graph for electrical modular to automate the lights placement on the ceilings in every room? It is saying that in 3.5 room detection. No, seriously, I don't know why it is saying it's like room detection. Begin by utilizing Dynamo's capability to detect all the rooms within the Revit project, but it is not telling how to do it. It's not telling that how to do it. Accessing the rooms. Accessing the rooms parameters such as name, boundaries, and level association. But it is not telling how to do it. How to extract the name information, or, how to get the boundaries and how to get the levels and everything. Ceiling detection. Extract the ceiling geometry for each room. It's just giving you the logic, but it is not telling you, how to do that. I just copied the entire, you can't find any nodes, just explain. What if I just copied the same? I just copied the same and asked in our product, So we developed this product, with two different models. The first one is like the ChatGPT 4, and we are expecting that in future we are going to get ChatGPT 3. I mean, sorry, 5. So we are going to build that 5 as well. So which will be more accurate than this. Okay, and much faster too, like 4G and 5G. That's it. Okay, so act as a Revit. The same prompt I've copied here. I didn't copy, the different one. I mean, if you have seen, it's the same act as a Revit Dynamo. It can generate the below exercise and professional tone. The technical detailed, can you generate a basic dynamo graph or relative model? It's the same. But now what it is telling me that in order to automate the placement of lights on ceilings in every room using Dynamo for electrical modeling. So there is a set of workflow that streamline the entire process efficiently. Okay. So select rooms, the nodes it used. So that's a categories. Copy. I'll just paste that here. Categories. Very good. Let me do something here. And I can go here. This is coming in. Just a second. Let me fix this. Okay. Now this is giving me like categories. I just place the categories node here. And all elements of category, right click, paste it, and all elements of category. Now let me show you. Select the rooms category using the categories node. Okay, in the categories node, it is telling me to select the rooms. Okay, perfect. Use the all elements of category node to gather all the instance of rooms in the Revit model. OZ. So it's telling me to connect. So it's giving me all the rooms. Info. Done. So determine the ceiling heights. Nodes used element or get parameter value by name. Copy. Oh, it's there. And then extract the height info. Extract the height info in the string action. Here it is not written because you should understand. I mean, having the resource is different and understanding the resource is different. Even though you have a right resource, but you are poor in understanding what it is trying to say, then it will be a problem. There is no use of even having the right resource with you. Correct. Okay. So you must understand, not in depth. Okay. At least you should understand. Okay. So it is trying to extract the height parameter. At least you know how to extract that. Okay. So when I connect this and elements to element, now it's giving me the room height information. So I didn't get anything here. Why? Let me see why it is. I'll just go and pick a room. This is a room. Now, where is the height parameter? So is there any height parameter for this? Is there any height parameter? Do you have any height parameter here? See clearly. Do you have any height parameter? Guys, I'm asking you. Hey, it's there, Kushal. See, it's in a grayed out in the dimensions. Unbounded height. Did you see that? Unbounded height. Okay, I'll show you. In the dimensions, it's there an unbounded height. Did you see that? Let's see that. Okay, so if it is saying that to use a height, it means you have to copy the same. This is what the logic is. Okay, so it's giving you the logic, like you have to pick the height information. It's not telling you to play with this. I mean, while most of the people are doing the same thing, like they'll just fix to what it is exactly saying. Unbounded height, no? Unbounded height. I think so. Now I got the 2750. For every room, it's like a 2750, and there are some rooms which are having like a 0. So I'll find it out why it is 0. How come the room height is a 0? Okay, it must be some at least 2300, 2100 something. I can filter these elements as well. I can filter these elements out and see how, I mean, what are the rooms we have. Okay, so fine. So calculate. I fixed it. I fixed this by using my experience and my knowledge. I got this, what it is exactly trying to say. Then nodes used element dot location. Oh, is it element dot location? Let me write the same again here. Element dot location. So I don't have a element dot location here now. So I have all this. This is link element dot location. I just copy paste. So it is element dot location curve. I'm not sure whether this element dot location and the element dot location curve are same or not. Okay, I'll just copy and paste here. The last one is an element dot location. I think this is matching. Element dot location and element dot location both are matching. If not, and actually, from as per my experience, this is not the one. Okay, so you have to try. Do you remember in the beginning I told you there are 5 different strategies to find a node? Correct? Do you remember that? I have explained you there are 5 different strategies to find node. Correct? Oh, you got fever. Good. So I'm using another strategy. So element dot get location. Element dot get location. So when I simply connect this to this element dot get location. Okay, it's telling you to get the location info, but not even how to do it. And then geometry dot translate. Control C, Control V, geometry dot translate. So it's helping you in all the scenarios, like exact the location points of the rooms using the element dot location node. Oh, is it? So I just picked the element to this. Then I got, did you see that? Now I got the points in this Dynamo. I got the points in the Dynamo. Okay, good. Now it is telling me to use the geometry to translate. Geometry to translate. Translate these points vertically to suitable height for the light placement. You already have a points here. You already have a points at some location. It is like Z 94, 94, 94. See, the Z value is 94. It means they are level 1 items. So here, because always the room points shown on the floor, not on the ceiling. But now I want those lights have to be placed on these heights. So I'm connecting this. Now it is not telling me to with which point I have to be played with. So I'll connect the geometry to this. And now the Z translation, the Z value, because it's the same, the Z value is supposed to be this. So I will change the Z value. So this is already like a 94. So I have to replace this. This is, you can't get these kind of a detailed explanations, this kind of detailed explanations even in the ChatGPT 4 as well. So you should learn something by your own. I'm going to teach you everything in our training. If the script is expecting something to be done, don't follow exactly the same. You have to add based on your requirement. Yeah. Okay. So I forgot to ask ChatGPT. So I got a logic. So if you want to amend something, you can add in between that. Understand? Okay. So point.z. So it has extracted some point.z information, or else I'll simply connect the Z translation to this. Now I have another set of points. So there are another set of points. Let me show you how it is. So now you have only less points. You have very few points. After adding this, there are more points. So I don't want you to see these points now. So at these points, I want to place the lights. In these points, I want to place the lights. So I'll use family instance dot by point, Control C, use. So I will be connecting like points to this and families. So that is expecting like a family types. I'll pick a lighting fixture and I'll connect this to this. Done, class. Is this clear? Guys, is it clear? So how easy it is to, write a code with the help of a chat GPT-4. Of course, it has given you 80% the right, the straight away answer. Of course, you have to fix like the 10%, 20%. Use your brain for 10, 20%, not for 100%. Do you understand? So use the help of like ChatGPT, the monkeyTeam, and get your scripts done. By the end of the training, you are going to do all this kind of an actions. You're going to create your own scripts with the help of a ChatGPT. This is the paid one, but you're going to get an access for your learning for some time. Understand? Because we are badly running out of candidates who knows automation. It's very, very hard to get these people. Understand? And it's going to be very, very good package. Understand? Okay. So join us. Do you want me to show any other examples? Do you want me to show any other examples? That means like I should have the lights in my model. So I can say, there are no these are panel boards and something. Pendant light. So when I connect this to this, they'll be placed on the, actually this is not the correct process between like, we need to add, we have to define detailed instructions to it. There are few more, because it's taking the room center points. Now what it does, it will place the number of lights in every room, but not like that. In every room, I have a 4, 5 lights have to be placed. So I have to write a different logic for it. Do you understand, Kushal? Who is this? Who asked it? Kushal. You clear now? So there must be like 4 to 5 4 to 5 lights in a room, or 10 lights in another room, 200 lights in another room. So we have to decide it in which room we need how many lights, and we have to get the center point, the specific points of the ceiling, and then we can understand. Okay. So once it is done, it's going to be placed at the point. It's taking some time. Okay, I have selected the lighting fixture. Okay, there are some elements selected in the background. That is the reason. Okay, so for example, if I asked anything else, like act as a Control C. So we have created a, let me clear our thing. So generally we don't want you to write, the prompt by your own. So we have added some features in this. So while you type Revit, you can see that Revit Dynamo expert, in which tone you want to learn something. For example, the same thing, the same question, I'll write it in the educational tone. If I want to learn something, a concept, like in that case, I'll write it in instruction or tutorial style. Can you explain data types concept in terms, in the context of Revit Dynamo. Let's see. Let's say just click on rewrite. Now it will rewrite a prompt for you. It will create another prompt for you, and it will be code, and just hit enter. If you don't want the code, then you can just simply turn it off, and then it will not print you the code. Now it's going to explain the data types concept in the context of not like the general Python, the tutors who teach you in the institutes. Okay, so this is purely like the string. Think of strings as a string of characters like words or sentences. In Revit Dynamo, strings used for the text values like names or of elements or parameters, something. So when it comes to the integer, double, boolean, element, that's it. We don't have any. So the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one, these are like primitive data types. It's common for all the languages. But when it comes to the fifth one, it is a element specific, application specific. It is an application specific. So we do teach exactly the same way. So there are different concepts. There are, okay, so there are, these are the concepts, guys. These are the concepts like data types, anatomy of a node. These are the key concepts. Okay, so I want you to be good in all the concepts, and every concept takes 2 hours to, explain. 2 hours to explain every concept. For example, we joined today. Um, the concept that I teach you today, it will not be explained in any other sessions. Understand? That is the way the training is, scheduled completely. Okay. So first I'll teach the data types concept for the first 3 days. It's a data types. It's the hard concept. Okay. And then anatomy of a node. What is there in the node and how to understand. Everything will be explained on this. And node finding concepts. There are 5 different strategies I told you. All will be explained. And if you connect something wrong, the node behaves like very weird. You can't even imagine it's gonna, it's gonna close the rivet sometimes. It's gonna stuck the rivet sometimes. This is the way it happens. Okay. So the node behaviors. So the node states. So you can judge where the problem is. But if you understand the states of, how do you judge it exactly? By the appearance of the node, you can easily judge that node state. Okay. So the dot notation, it is a coding concept. It is for the programmers. So that is uh, the best concept ever in the entire training, the dot notation. And this is the only concept which we use from here till here. The dot notation concept. This is the only concept. We'll keep on explaining the same concept from the beginning till the ending, not in the ChatGPT. Okay. So what is this dot notation? It's a very, very important. And it's a coding, it's completely like a coding terminology. Okay. So custom node, you can create your own custom nodes. You can convert your nodes or your scripts into the Dynamo player scripts. Okay. And you can do a lot. So list management. What do you mean by list management? We are not going to play with 1 or 2 elements. We are playing with bunch of elements. So how do you manage it? So how do you sort the elements? How do you group the elements and play with? How do you filter the exact elements what you need? In your model, you have 10,000 elements, but you don't want to play with all the elements. Maybe you're gonna play with 30 or 50 elements, or maximum 100 elements. How do you filter that 100 elements out? Simple, list management. And lazing strategy is the biggest villain in this entire training, in the entire concept. He's the one and only guy. I mean, there is a second villain, but I don't want to disclose it, because if you could able to handle this guy, you can easily handle him. Okay. So the lazing strategy is the biggest villain in this entire training. I'm gonna show you how to handle that guy. Okay. So I'll teach you how to fight with him. Okay. So filtering, sorting, grouping, and filtering. Those all are like one concept now. Okay. And the design scripting. Trust me, you'll thoroughly enjoy this. This is the first level of coding. After the design scripting, I'll see you that whether you are capable to understand the Python or not. Then I decided, okay, Shakil, you're good in design scripting. You can learn Python. Sam, you can also. Vishal, you can also. I can tell everyone. Otherwise, if it takes time, I'll give you a break. I'll tell you to take a break. First, practice on the Dynamo, and then I'll ask them to come and learn this Python. I mean, the level 2 training. We have three different trainings in our institute. The first one, it's a level 1 where we cover Dynamo geometry, design scripting, and finally a ChatGPT. There are 4 now. Okay. So in the level 2, it's Python. I run Python. I mean, Revit API with Python, intro to C#. So there is another level. C#, Revit API with the C#, like adding creation, like all will be covered, like framework, networks, and everything will be covered in this level 3. Understand? So these are the levels. The first level costs 25,000. And trust me, if you invest this, you are going to get 10 times from the first year itself. If you got selected, because the way you expect the hike, it's not even, you can't imagine that. The way it's completely, no, it's completely the next level, because you are changing your platform completely. You're changing your platform completely. You're not like a modular now. You're not like a coordinate now. You are switching your BIM industry to the BIM automation industry. Go and talk to any people who are into the IT industry, how their pay scale is. They can expect the maximum hikes if they are because they are handling multiple projects. But now even they are also in the dangerous zone because of this ChatGPT. If I ask something to be right, even though if it is 100 lines of code, it's gonna write it in just like matter of minutes. For example, not not a matter of minutes, in seconds. I'll ask the same thing. Act as a Revit Dynamo, Revit Python expert. Revit Python expert. Can you write Revit Python script? Revit Python script to get the classed elements between walls and ducts. So I'm clearly telling that act as a Revit Python expert. I'm not asking now it's a Dynamo, because this time I'm more beyond than the Dynamo now. So act as a Revit Python expert. Can you write a Revit Python script to get the classed elements between the walls and ducts? Now I'll just explain the below exercise, and not in the educational tone. Explain the below exercise in professional tone. With technical, detailed style. Okay. I'm asking, to write a code now. Let's see. Generally, if you're very new to it, if you're very new to the coding, when the recording got stopped, I think that this is recording. Okay, anyways, no problem. See, certain in Revit Python scripting, see, it's simply writing, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 25 lines of code. The 25 lines of code, it has written in not even in seconds. So there are maybe like, after it creates, there will be some refining part. There will be some refined part, like you have to fix here and there, and then you can use it. So that refined part will take like 5 to 10 minutes. Simple. In like 5 to 10 minutes, you are going to create a script for your company, and it saves a lot of hours for every person who wants to do the coordination. If it's not like, you'll just simply change the inputs. If it is not walls and ducts, you will instruct the same person, and you don't want to write all those number of nodes. Understand? Oh, still taking too much time. Right? Something went wrong here. See, the reason you should not select any element, in the Revit while you're playing with the Dynamo. Make sure that's very important. Otherwise, this is going to be happen. Okay. So this is the way. The only thing you should know, like how to, if you want to get the exact answers, you should know like how to use it, how to ask, right? First of all, clear. So here it is saying that, okay, document manager and walls collector. So what it is exactly doing? So the concept filtered element collector, which picks the elements. So it's going to get all the walls where, which will give you only the walls, not the element types. Okay. So then I got picked the walls, and then the next step it is giving me it is telling me to collect the ducts. So the first process to retrieve the wall elements, to retrieve the duct elements. Now what if I ask the same thing but not in the code? I'll just copy this prompt. I'll paste it here. Revit Dynamo expert. Dynamo expert. In the professional prompt, can you create Revit Dynamo graph? I'm not saying that it is a script. It is asking like I'm telling this to create a Dynamo graph to get the class elements and not code. Let me hit enter. This time it will give me the explanation how to do it in the Dynamo. This is the graph and that is a script. Okay. User query. Create a list of coordinates for, oh no. It's taking the previous history. I have to clear this. And I have to turn off the history in the settings. Okay. Now clear the history. Let me clear the history. Last one. Oh, you. Again, I ask the same thing. I fix, no? Let's clear the history. Revit Dynamo export. Create the Dynamo graph to get the class elements between the walls and simple render. Now it will give you the Revit, the Dynamo's graph. Okay, how to start with them. Okay, so I hope you are clear. See what is telling that collect duct and walls. Use the categories mode. So use the categories node, utilize the categories node to select the categories for ducts and the categories for the walls. So use the same node twice and connect all elements of category node, gather all the elements of the specific categories. So two category nodes to all elements of category node. Then element.geometry. It will bring all the elements into the Dynamo. And of course, it will create the geometries. Then after getting the geometry, I want to find the intersection concept. Intersection in the sense clashing. So there is a node called geometry.intersect. So after using that, I will be coming to know where the intersection is happening. So I want to pick that exact point. So that exact element. So that is what it is clearly explaining in a step by step. Right. Clear? So this is very easy, guys. Trust me. I mean, it is not that tough to create a Dynamo script, but you should have patience to reach up to that extent. Understand? Okay. Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Yeah. Tell me, Sam. Can it write C# code? Yeah, of course it will write the C# code too. You have to ask like the same thing. Let me clear the history. Clear the history. Select a role. Here I'll say Revit API with C# developer. Select a tone in a professional tone in the technical detail style. And can you generate a code here? Now let me rewrite. Okay, no, it's a C# code, right? Can you write? Will you please mute? Can you write? Revit API with C# code. Okay, let's say rewrite. Insert. And it's a code is on. And then hit enter. Simple. You can exactly match the C# code with the Revit API docs, and you can check how it does. I mean, how accurate it is. See, in the previous one we used import. I mean, while we're playing with Python, it is like import, but now it is using like a C#. I mean, C# and it's using here same filtered element collector. Got it? Got it? Clear? No? Who asked it? Shape pattern. Yeah. So what is this? Let's start Dynamo at the moment. What do you want me to do? Why did you copy this? Okay. Anyways, I don't know. Okay. So anyone have any other questions? Guys, this training is going to be started very soon, and we have very limited seats. Actually, the training is supposed to be started already, but unfortunately, there are like 5 people have confirmed before, and now they are not joining. They're going to join the next batch. So since even though they have paid, I mean, we took the the confirmation that we are going to replace them. So there are 5 seats left. I mean, if anybody interested to join the training program, enroll as early as possible. Once this is closed, I think for the next 1 or 2 batches, I will not be available. Okay, so don't waste your time. Come and join me. And trust me, you'll thoroughly enjoy my learnings. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. Or did I make you feel bored? Did you enjoy
It
the
was
webinar?
interesting.
Good. Thank you.
Just one question here. I have used ChatGPT earlier, the previous version, but the monkey.io is completely new for me. If you could just explain the basic information about this, application, that would be really good.
There are set of videos on my YouTube channel. You can go through with it,
Okay.
or just text me on my WhatsApp. I'll share you the videos, and I'm gonna
Right.
make
Yeah.
more videos. Don't worry. Okay, I'll explain it.
All right.
Share
Yeah.
it.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
Yeah, good.
Cheers.
Anyone have any other questions? Guys, why you so silent? No questions? Or are you sleeping? Huh? Ishan, thank you. Thank you for attending, everyone. I really appreciate your spending some time for this webinar. This other question. Tell me, Sam. Tell me, Sam. Okay, let Sam ask question. Like any other questions? Anyone? No. Price for monkey. It's 4,999. Sure. Generally, it is for only for the students. We don't sell out to the outers actually, because it consumes more tokens for me, and it generally costs more. Okay, so that is the reason a student who is already spending 25, so I don't want them to invest more on it. That is the reason we are offering for like 4,999. Okay, you have already. Ah, is it? Then just text me. Just text me, Joy. Okay, yeah, good, fine. Any other questions, anyone? I hope you enjoyed this. Can you explain about the rebar detailing by using Dynamo? But not now. It will take a lot of time, Sam. Okay. I have done some sort of video on rebar detailing, and I uploaded it in my channel too. That is very complicated. Seriously, you have to understand a lot of strategies to play with the rebar concept. Understand? Okay. Clear. How long we will get access for? We will get access for. I mean, that is actually on 1 year license. After course, no, you're gonna lose after immediately. I mean, there is a 1 year license. So 1 year license is a 4,999. Generally, ChatGPT 4 for 1 year, they charge 22,000 something, 21, 22,000. But we are offering the ChatGPT 4 with the better package, because ChatGPT does only with the one LLM. So, I mean, dedicatedly, we have added one more, like it's a Palm 2. So it is a Google's one, like Gemini. So it will combine with a Gemini and a ChatGPT. So it's a combined one with a Gemini and ChatGPT. So you will get the very, very accurate results. Trust me. Okay. That. So after the course, if you want to buy, you can. Is it part of a course fees? During the training, yes. During the training, it is. It's up to some extent. It will be free. Okay, but after the training, no, we can't offer you the same. Okay, because I want you to be friendly in very less time with this kind of a coding terminology. So if you got find, if you ask something to be automated, and this ChatGPT, I mean, the monkeyTeam has given you some set of nodes, so you should come up with more questions. Then I would like to clear those. Trust me, you are going to be an expert for sure in no time. And it's my promise. Trust me. Okay? Clear? Good. Any other questions? Anyone?
Hello, Rajesh. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, very clear. Tell me.
Is this uh, course for all the total 3 levels? Because I have joined middle in the session, so I just wanted to clear on that.
What is the? Sorry?
You explained the 3 levels right now
Uh-huh.
before 5 minutes before. So I just wanted to know that is there any process for these 3 levels differently, or you are going to combine all the 3 levels with the one course?
No, no, there are three different levels. So this is one, and this is another one, this is another one. First, we will be
Yes.
learning the level one, and after you have to take a
Okay.
month, or after that, you have to take a month or 1.5 month break. Okay, and you will come and learn this level 2. So after learning the level 2, at least you should take like 6 months break to come to learn this level 3. Understand? You must have a proven experience on the level 2 part. After 1 month playing with the Dynamo, you can, without any experience or anything, you can come and learn the level 2. Okay, but to reach the level 3, you should definitely have the level 2 experience. 6 months, at least a minimum of 6 months hands-on experience on the Python to learn the C#, because it's not that easy to handle. Okay, so the course fee for this it's 25, and the course fee for this it's 35, and the course fee for this it's 90,000. But there is another plan like combo. The people who can go with level 1 and level 2, if you go with the combo, you will get some discount on the level 3. Okay, because it's some sort of a saving. That's it. Okay. So if you need more details about the course fee and other detail, just text me hi on WhatsApp. I'll share you the details. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yes, clear.
Crystal clear.
Perfect. So I hope you enjoyed this training. No one is replying when I'm asking this question. I think you didn't enjoy, yeah? I wasted your time, it seems. Is it? Hariharan. The course is going to be started in weekdays because we have some interviews for people, and I want to train my team for more days. So it's supposed to start from Monday, but there is another session like 2 or 3 days it will take. So in next 2-3 days, it's going to be started. Okay, clear? I mean, mostly by Wednesday, it's going to be started. Okay, clear? And we have only 5 seats left. So if you wanna keeping up with AI, that's great. Yeah, that's really easy because there is no other method to teach you than this. Easiest method than this. Okay, clear. So anyone? No questions? Shall I take a leave?
Yes, thank you
Sure.
and good night.
Thank you. Good night. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Thank you.
Cheers, bye.
Cheers. Bye.